So I just want to record this because I don't think people understand that, or even think I have angry days. And I'm having actually it's been the last few days. My brain's been such an overload of just recalibrating shit. I'm one of these people who, try not to judge people. I try to see their side of why they're acting the way they are, why they do the things they do, and have empathy in that aspect, right? So I try to be very empathetic all the time. It's not always easy because I usually get that odd thought in my head where you kind of that not fair thing. I don't know how else to describe it. Anyway, took me years, like back in my earlier days. I mean, I used to have that all the time, and it's nerve-wracking. Things bother you, right? And then they fester. So I just decided, you know what, fuck it. I'm not one of these. I hate conflict. I just, it's little. Don't worry about it, kind of thing. Okay, so, but today I'm angry, and I've got a lot of angry emotion in me, and I'm looking at things in that angry aspect, and I just want to get this out because I want people to understand that I do get angry, but I usually push it away. I usually, reevaluate it in my head and say, okay, well, it's like that because of this, and you got to have a little more empathy for that, right? But today it's just like, you know what? I've been cleaning my house and doing things, and I just came across the idea that I'm so tired of people taking. Today I'm tired of people taking. So I don't know if the world is in an angry mood today or whatever, but there's a lot of negative around me. And, being an empath, you don't want the negative fucking shit around you. Anyway, so I'm feeling like, you know what? I watched people, and it's like people take, like, you go and, how do I put this? I want to single out somebody, right? Because I get it and I don't. So if you break something of mine, do me a favor, tell me you broke it. Fess up to if you've done something and it's going to impact me in some way, don't just leave it and I'll deal with it. Tell me that you want to, that you did it. Like, own up to it, right? Like, have enough respect to tell me something. If something's bothering you about me, or I've done something to you, then tell me. Don't just all of a sudden throw away a decades-long friendship. I'm not going to go chasing people anymore. I am always the one who apologizes. I do try to own up for things that I've done if I've hurt somebody, and if it is my fault, and sometimes I get defensive. I think everybody does. But you know what? I've apologized so many times in my life for things that I didn't even do, or things I didn't even start, just so that we can get back to normal and be friends or family or whatever again. And really, I've had this weird crap happen to me over and over and over and over again, and I'm just starting to look at it as take and take advantage of whatever I'm giving. Take advantage of me in whatever way. I'm just sick of it. I'm really angry right now because I just feel like the only thing I'm good for is for you to get something. Whether it be an emotional, somebody needs some help with their emotional state, somebody needs to vent, but when it's constantly just that's all it is, how do you feel like you actually matter when you're just the soundboard, right? And I'm talking about people that like people that you're close to, things like that. Like, I just am one of those days where I feel like I'm just constantly I'm looking back at it and I'm like, just taken advantage of. I'm only good for this and I'm only good for that, and not, I'm good for me. And I don't know, does any of that actually make sense to any of you? I have no idea. But I don't know. I've got this, you want to rip somebody's head off, or you just want to smack them upside the head and say, use some common sense. Like, you ask somebody to do something and they say they'll do it, and then they still don't do it, and it's something that needs to be done on a regular basis. It's almost like today's generation expects you to do it for them. And I'm going to blame that like it's on our generation, because we kind of did do a lot of stuff for our kids and the generation that's been grown up. But you would think that the people today would learn by example. So when you watch somebody do something, so if you've watched somebody give, and you've watched somebody care and be empathetic, and you'd think that you would kind of learn those skills yourself and do the same thing, especially for the person who is doing that for you. It's a no-brainer, right? Like, is it just people today don't have any common sense? Common sense says, you know what, if the sink has food in it, can you please remove the food after you're done? Because it's not going to move itself, right? You know what I mean? Like, little things of common sense. I don't know. I know I'm not an aggressive person unless I need to be an aggressive person. And trust me, you don't want me to be an aggressive person, because, the foul or anger is just not a thing that anybody should really witness. My daughter will tell you that. And if you've ever seen her angry, you'll actually see it. Or me angry, and you'll never want to see it again. But I just need to not let these little things get to me. Today I'm just angry. Is it the world that's angry today? And I'm just feeling their emotions. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that, yes, I get angry. I get those negative emotions, and I'm going to go and clean my house to get rid of it, because I don't want to feel these negative emotions. I don't want these thoughts running through my head of, am I just there to give people money? Am I just there to, am I just there? Am I just there for people to take whatever they can get from me? Whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to stop giving, because I'm a giving person. I'm a caring, giving person, and that's just who I am. But I mean, over the time frame I've given, and some favors have been returned, but it's not even about returning favors. It's just the fact of respect. It's like, I seriously do not feel like I'm respected. It's so ironic. People have no problem yelling at me, but the people they should be yelling at, they won't yell at. Is it because I'm just too, I can take it? Well, yeah, sure, I can take it, but it is frustrating to be the one that everybody can shit on, and I take it because I kind of understand it, but it's still nerve-wracking. But yet you can't go and shit on the person who actually needs to be shit on. You know what I'm saying? Like, frustrating. I am really frustrated today. I really just wanted to go and just pound a few things. Like, I wish I had another wall I could take down. Really, it's fun. Oh my God. When you get in those frustrating moods, it's really hard to see what your existence is supposed to be. So why am I here? You know, like, I feel I've done a lot of the things I already wanted to do in my life, and I have a hard time finding enjoyment in certain things, mainly because I'm in so much pain. But I used to have such a bright outlook on everything. You know, and you've seen some of my videos where I'm really excited because I'm like in the woods, and I can feel that vibrance and that life, and I can feel the love in the woods. But I have more days where I feel repetitive, and I hate repetitive. You know, like, what, I'm here to just take care of the cats. You know, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? Like, I want to go back to enjoying being silly. I just want to be my comical, silly self. And usually when I'm around people, it usually comes out anyway. But yeah, I just joy. Trying to find joy in a lot of things is really hard. But today especially, I'm frustrated, angry, just confused of, you know, like, what the hell happened to the world? And can we get it back? Can common sense come back to the world? Common sense and empathy, can it come back to the world? Can the whole unselfish thing of everybody thinking about themselves finally disappear? I doubt it could do it to everybody, but it sure would be nice if it could do it to a majority of everybody. Because you know what? From all the stuff that I've tried to stay off the computer, but then this is why. Because you go on there, it's depressing. I mean, I'd like to go catch up and see how my friends are all doing, and sometimes I do, and there's some really good stuff going on, which is I'm really happy for them, and whatever, right? But there is so much negativity out there. It's just makes you want to choke. And I almost feel like I did 10 years ago. Actually, it was probably more like 15 years ago. Before I moved here, while I was in Winnipeg, I started feeling like I just wanted to get away and stay away from people. You know, I just wanted to, you know, heck with it. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I don't want to deal with all the whatever. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I don't want to deal with all these negative people. But I know I can't do that right now. But yeah, I'm just angry today. I'm frustrated and angry, and I'm not driving anymore. I was, but I have this little dude. See this little dude? So he's a funny little dude. But anyway, I sat my phone on this, but I had to get this out, whether or not anybody wants to watch it. You know, like I said, a lot of the reason I'm leaving these videos is so that people understand me. You know, because I'm not 100% sure that I'm staying or not staying, and I know that's going to scare a lot of people, but I told you before, you know what, I got one foot in one world and one foot in the other, and sometimes the other foot looks better, but you know, I always find a reason to stay, and I'd like to have a better even more of a reason to stay. And you know, I mean, my kids are my life. You know, now it's Chanel and Lucix. They're my world. They're the reason I'm here. And I just need to find some other stuff to make me feel like there's more to me. You know, like, yeah. So don't let that whole thought process scare you. Like I said, I want to leave some videos so that people kind of understand. You know, just in case anything does happen. I mean, I could get hit by a car and die in a car accident or anything, right? Like, but I need people to understand that I do have a frame of mind right now, And it hasn't fully gone away, and it's never going to fully go away. I've had it all my life. Suicidal ideation is something that you always have. It's whether or not you allow yourself to sink so far that you finally give up hope, and it's sometimes it's not something that you can control. Sometimes you just can't control it. I mean, I've had enough life experience, and I'm so fucking stubborn and competitive, that I like to fight the demons that I have, and tell them and work them through. But it doesn't mean I don't still have that pit in my stomach. And right now I'm feeling very negative and very frustrated and angry, and yeah. And I'm kind of glad I got that emotion out. So you guys all know now that I'm fucking angry. I'm pissed off. I really hate it when people talk down to me. Like, don't talk down to me like I'm stupid. I mean, I may not say a lot, but I'm really not stupid. So just so you know, I'm not stupid. Yeah, I might come across as stupid, but that's just because I want you to think I'm stupid. But it doesn't mean you talk to me like I'm stupid. And you know what? You shouldn't talk to people like they're stupid anyway. Because you know what? They could know a heck of a lot more than you anyway, because they might know more than you. Because everybody's lived something and learned something. But yeah, when you're talking to me, don't talk down to me. I really hate it when you talk down to me and treat me like I'm stupid, because I know a lot of things. I just don't say it. I know a lot of things that are going on in people's lives. And just because I'm not saying it to you doesn't mean I don't know. Because I do know. And there's just no reason to say anything. Because if you say anything and you get in a fight and you know you're just going to go nowhere, then why bother even saying it? Right? I'm telling you. Like, there's just no sense. So you pick the right time. It's kind of like that whole thing of picking your battles. But you know what? People don't think I'm bloody stupid. And I'm naive. And I'm, out to lunch and whatever. Because, you know what? I'm crazy. I've always been crazy. Anybody will tell you that. But you know what? I'm actually more logical than you think I am. But yeah, if anybody could just go inside my head and see what goes on in my head and my thought process, you know what? It would make your whole life a lot clearer, and understanding. Anyway, I hate working on this house. I am constantly working on this house. I don't think I'm ever going to get this house done. And the yard. Like, that's my life, I used to love renovating, and now I'm not too fond of it. Not really. I just want to wake up in the morning, brush my teeth, have something to eat, do a little tidying up, and do something with my day. Instead, it's wake up, brush your teeth, clean the kitty litter, tidy up, start making a mess again because you have to renovate. Think to yourself, okay, which big project am I going to finish first, because I've got so many on the go. But it's just me, and I don't have the funds to be able to hire somebody to come and do half this stuff that I can't do anymore, because even I can hardly walk on my leg right now. But I'm doing it. So that's not how I want to live every day. I don't want to live that way every day. Yeah, like, I just feel blah, 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 like twisty, twirly inside, and just. So I shared this because, like I said, I'm just, it's I do have other faces and other emotions that need to be explained. So, like I said, I'm not stupid. I'm not naive. I have feelings. Even though I don't lash out at people, I do get angry at people, but I let it go. But then it comes back like today. Okay, so all those things that I've let go are all hitting me today, which sucks. So talk it through. Like, common sense. You know, I'm tired of doing things all the time. So common sense, right? Okay. So I'm gone today. I'm going to go and attack the rest of my house because that's how I'm going to get out my anger today. And my frustration. I'm going to just finish doing all the crap I got to do to my house. And I know I'm going to suffer for it later, but I really don't care because it'll probably, hopefully, ease my mind and, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, okay. Love you. Bye.